we are going on another flight. And this time, buckle your seatbelts because I will be as, how do we say this now? I'll be as smooth as possible. So please don't be distracted. It will be important that we get this time. All right. Let's start the journey again. That's what development is all about, breaking, building. I want to delete this, but let's leave it. Let's create another storage account. That's how we start. Number one, have a storage account. Okay, so I don't know where this guy came from, but let's create another storage account. So usually you create a resource group first, but I already have a resource group. And as we know, resource groups is what you use to keep all your services in. So if I have an Azure Function app, if I have application insights, if I have maybe AI services, everything belongs to one resource group so that when I'm looking for something, everything is inside one place, like a container. It's like your cabinet, file cabinet. All right, so I think that is sorted. Funny names. All right. Oh man, technical. 234 East US as the region. We don't need the primary service. Performance standard premium is going to cost you. Then we want local redundancy because we are not trying to replicate our data in various places. All right, review and create. So first step, create a storage account. Just save yourself all the hassle and create a storage account. I say this because you have issues when your function app starts to run. There will be, if it's a production environment, there will be you won't have, how they put it now, you will not be able to monitor the logs. Like logs will be lost because logs store in storage accounts. Your storage account stores all the logs, so it sees every step that was taken, every activity. And imagine there's a glitch or a major error and developer comes and he wants to check the logs and he sees nothing because you didn't create a storage account. In fact, it will warn you. I don't think you'll be able to even do it without creating a storage account. Azure won't let you won't let you go through that unwanted thing. All right, let's go to the resource now. Remember, like I said, when you go to access, we need a connection string to connect our local projects to this project here. And you can use any connection string, whether key 1 or key 2. You can copy any one you need. But before we do this, I'll come back to this. I want to create a functional. Straightforward. I believe we got how you all understood how I got here. So like I said, we are going to create, we have flex consumption, function premium, app service, container apps, environment. But the three major focus is usually these three. Yeah, consumption, functions premium, flex consumption. Now this is like your MTM plan where you have weekly, I won't say weekly. Let's say under your daily plan, you have 1 gig, you have 2 gig, like that. Oh no, sorry. This is actually like these plans, they say MTM Pulse, MTM Business something. Yeah, this is how it is. So basically it's just a subscription plan. And this is the lowest one. And this followed by this, then followed by this. You can see that this one does not have virtual networking, but this one has. Now, the reason why we're using flex consumption, as I said before, when we are deploying it, we'll have issues if we use consumption because we cannot deploy from Visual Studio Code because of something called one deploy. One deploy is I wish I could open the Microsoft document to show us, but that will take much time. One deploy is a feature that helps you deploy directly from your Visual Studio Code. I don't know why I'm saying Visual Studio Code. And then Flex Consumption is the only one that is able to do that. The others, you have to do it through other means. And there's a documentation to show you how to deploy without using Visual Studio Code, which is usually very tedious. All right, so create function app. We use the same resource group. Let everything be in one place. All right. We want to make sure also that it's in the same region to avoid latency. What is latency? The time it takes for something to go from one place to another. If I open this website and it takes me about 5 minutes, that is the time it took for it to open. But it can open at 1 minute. 5 minutes is too long. In business organizations, 5 minutes is a very long time in terms of if you are working with stocks, 1 minute is too long. You cannot afford latency in big environments. That's why we always make sure that the region is in the same place. Because if I put you in maybe UK now, so that means the thing will be in my function app will be in the UK and my storage account is in East US. So the time it will take for them to work simultaneously will be longer and could affect our result, our outcome. And then will cause issues. Customers will come and say it's not working, it's taking time, it's not, you know how it is now. So yeah, I'm not doing anything else. I don't need networking. Monitoring is already automatic because you need to monitor it. You need to monitor the activity of the function app. If you can see here, monitoring is already there. Application inside is enabled automatically. All right, let's create. So, quick recap. We created a storage account, created a function app, and under the storage accounts, we have what is called a connection string, which we use to connect our function from the local place, which is the Visual Studio Code, to our portal here remotely, so that we can be able to get data from it. Does everyone understand? I believe everyone understands. All right, so I want to go back, or let me let it deploy. Let's just let it deploy. You can see application insights already enabled. You can see connected to, wait to, that's not the storage account. I didn't even check storage account. No problem. I'll have to trace. That's why I don't like having many instances on my, so that it does not, I have to check what storage account it's on so that I would make sure that the connection string tallies with the same storage accounts that this function app is on. While this is happening, you can ask a question if anyone has any question. I didn't connect it to this guy. Sorry, I'm trying to check. I'm trying to, that's the thing now. Okay. So give me a minute. I want to be sure that it's on the same storage account. Because if you don't get the right, and that's the thing, once you've created it, you cannot change that. I can't quite remember where to check this, but let me see if it will be here. Okay, so I don't know if I can copy this. I can't, but let me see the beginning. All right, good. So instead of going to my storage account, I'll just copy it directly from here so that I don't make mistakes. I'm not sure what storage account is housing this guy. All right, let's go back to um, all of this. We want to delete. Sorry guys, gotta go. And start afresh. Of course, git ignore no go. Let's clear this. Okay, so now we're starting again. We want to create a function as we did. Don't worry, you might not be able to understand everything. I don't expect you to understand everything. It is when you start doing it, when you have questions. By the way, asking questions is the best way to learn. So once you are working on it and you start asking yourself questions and you start answering them, you would start to understand it. Learning starts when you start to ask questions. If you've not started asking questions, you've not started to understand it. Ask and then answer it. I think I missed something. Oh, sorry. Space. I've seen it. Okay. So we're building the function. You can see everything has appeared again. That's what it does. It's building the function project. And it's done. Good. Now we want to copy our connection string here so that what is here is what is there. You guys now get it. That's what the connection string does. So these two match. They connect local and remote. Good. Next step, we want to create a trigger. I told you there is no function without a trigger. Every function must have at least one trigger. At least. Without a trigger, it won't work. Let's create a trigger. Like I said, you don't need to know this offhand, although some of them are constant. The more you create, the more it will master your hand. Like my teacher would say, you have to feel it in your hands. That's how that's how it becomes part of you. When you start typing, when you start coding, you have to feel it. Coding is not, it's not tutorials. You don't watch tutorials and then believe you know it. No, you have to code it. Even if you've done it before, like you've done something like that, until you code it, you don't know it. You'll be shocked when you say, oh, I know it, but when you start coding, unless you have years of experience, then we can say, okay, then you can do that. All right, we've created our templates HTTP trigger. Please, can anyone still see me, hear me, feel me?
Yeah,
Please.
I can
All
see.
right,
I
good,
can see your screen. I can hear you.
good, good. Thank you. All right, so we created a template, a HTTP trigger called Echo. Now you can see Echo was added here. Now Echo, usually the templates come pre-built. So they have, that's why it's called a template. It already has a code inside. You don't need to type anything. So usually in cloud, you basically don't have much coding to do unless you want to go deeper into it. Unless you want to go deeper into it. Don't mind this guy is trying to update something. Unless you want to go deeper into it. All right. So now we want to test. We want to test this template that we already have here. Like I said, it's easy. It's as easy as ABC. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to see what is. So because I don't want to confuse us too much, I'm just going to. Yes, sorry. I don't know why this one is doing this now. But let's go ahead. I want to now call this function. Okay, no, before we get there, let's build. We have to build this. So, okay, I think let me explain this. So anytime you want to start a function, is func start, right? But in C sharp, see, you can't learn C sharp this night. It's not possible. But I'll tell you the things that you need to know. In C sharp, anytime we do things like this, if you make changes, you build. There's what we call .NET build. You build. It's now put some prompts, building, 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 and then you now run it. So we are going to run it. We are going to run this echo you are seeing. And how we run it is func start. Let's just hold on. Guys building the project. I'm surprised that it has not. All right, so you can see build succeeded. I'm going to clear this. I don't want us to see so much. All right, so func starts. Let's start this project. Now, I didn't do any coding. There's nothing much I did. I just ran scripts. So you can see now yes, the function is active. It is running. How do I know? It shows me here, work process started and initialized. Now, the function has started. I want to know that it's working. Truly, truly. How do I want to test this? Because the HTTP trigger, they are what we call, I don't know the grammar they used to call it, but we'll call them API, it's called get, post, put, delete, and there's also patch. So we're going to post. We want to just test it. So I'm going to add another terminal. And then I'm going to test it, calling it. I'll call, I'm sorry if this is quite a lot, but so I'm going to use the URL we provided us with. Yeah, that is the URL. And then I'm going to pass. So because the post you are creating, what is wrong with you? Okay, because the is a post. So this calling function, you have to actually understand it. When you're dealing with APIs, this is usually what we do. We post, we retrieve, that's get, retrieve, post, you put. new information there. Put patch, you are just basically updating it, and then there's delete. So we want to post hello into the we want to see that the function is working by using this call function to call it. Let's see. Good. It gives me status code 200. Okay, means it's working. And then it says, welcome to Azure Functions. As you can see here, that was the result we wanted to get. So we can see we didn't actually add anything to it. It didn't add hello to it, but we got the results to show that it's working. The reason why it will not add anything to it is because this what they call it. Sorry, I'm trying to recall. This is a trigger. But when I recall, I'll let us know. But usually it's not going to add anything to it because it's a stateless. Yes, thank you. It's stateless. It cannot add to it. But you can get also. So if I had an API and I wanted to add some information to it, this is what I'll do. Maybe I want to add, okay, it's 1998, something like that, to the end of the thing. Then I'll add it, but it's not going to reflect here because it's stateless. All right, good. So we've created a first HTTP trigger. It's easy. I'm telling you, I didn't code any of these things. All I did was just write commands. If you know the commands, it's as easy as ABC. All right, so now we want to create timer trigger. Timer trigger uses timer. Like I said, uses schedule. We're going to do the same thing that we did earlier. It's nothing difficult. Hold on. So function new, creating a new template. Timer trigger. And then the name, let's call it recurring. I'll have to be fast here because I want us to see that this thing works. Because there's no point creating the Azure function on the portal and not test it. I want to show you that it works. I want to show you how it works actually. We're just creating timer HTTP. All right, so we created a timer trigger. This is it here. Recurring CSS. Recurring.cs. Now this is showing that it's set to every 5 minutes. So this is called cron expression. Every star has a meaning. This is seconds. This is minutes. This is hours. This is weeks. I think this is months. Then one is days. I'm not really sure about the remaining three, but usually we work with the hours, the minutes, seconds. You can't know everything, but one thing I guarantee you, the more you work with it, the more you know. I won't tell you, I just started my journey when January, so it's not anything. What month is this now? July. And I've not been working with it all the time. I'm coming back from retirement. So yeah. Let's change this to 1 minute so that we can get the full benefit. Let's start it. The reason I put build is in case it has not built it. All right, let's start the function. Emmanuel, please tell me when I'm supposed to close because I'm not quite sure anymore because of the extensions.
Okay. Normally it's 2 hours. So you still have
Okay.
more 40 minutes.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so as we can see, it has started, initialized. What's the name? Timer trigger. Oh, so now this is very key. It's still showing me get and post because it is still on the recurring, sorry, echo.cs. Hold on. I have to. How? Okay, yes. Is a timer trigger. Is a timer trigger. See it here. Sorry. So you see what just happened. It says timer fired. So whatever I'm supposed to have, it has executed the function after 1 minute. So it will continue like that every 1 minute. It will fire. It will trigger. It will trigger. So if I was to, there was a project we created that we want to delete. Okay, this one didn't use timer trigger, but let's say at every 50 minutes or every 1 hour, we want to check the health of our website. We can now set it here, this function, every 1 hour, check the health of the website, send me an email notification. If there is, you can also set the condition that if there's any problem, because you don't want to be getting email notification every hour. So you can set it to be if the health is less than maybe 70%, less than 60%, send me a notification. In terms of, this is very important in healthcare, where they use websites in the abroad. It's very important that their websites are running. There's no issue with it. All right, good. So we've seen how time and trigger works. Perfect. Working. We'll kill it now. We call it kill. We just kill the terminal. All right. So now to the main of the we want to do. Remember, my slide says we want to create. Where are you? Okay, I think my slides is okay. Yeah, it's here. Yeah. So remember, we want to create a blob storage reader. We want to create something that will be reading content from our blob storage. So let's start with creating. Let's go back to our Azure portal. I'm sorry, so many tabs are open. Where's Azure portal again? Hold on. Okay, it's here. Sorry. Yeah, so we are back here. We are back to this guy. This is our, how do you call it, GUI, graphic user interface, what we can see. Now, what do we want to do here? Ah, that's true. I'm not sure what storage accounts. So what we'll do is we'll add it on all the storage. No, let's start with this one. I want to create, I want to add, I want to add I want to add content in my storage account that we'll be using for this demo. All right, so we'll go to storage, data storage, containers, and then we'll create a new container. Sorry, I need to use ChatGPT for this because I need to know. Um, I want to check what storage accounts. How can I check? Attach to my Azure Function app so that we don't beat around, going around in circles. Yes, I know. I'm saying, how do I know the name? Okay, PowerShell. Copy out the name after the account name. I'm sorry, guys. I've not encountered something like this because I barely use Azure portal. But oh, I mean the name of the storage account created. It doesn't give us a good answer. We'll just get out of here. And okay, good. Thank you. So resource group. Of course, all of them are there. Ah, it's true, sir. This guy.
Okay, do you know what you would do? Can you go to
Yeah,
the function app? Let's
yeah.
check from,
Let's
because during the deployment we saw the
the
storage account.
two.
Let's check
There were
the
multiple, so it confused me. There were two there. He put two
yeah
during the deployment, so I'm like, how can he have two storage
storage account.
accounts? So I don't want to.
Okay, can you check deployment center?
Next in deployment center.
So,
Sorry about this, guys. Just trying to make sure. No, not
okay,
code source.
so let's see logs. Let's see if we get any. Okay, no logs for now. Okay, check environment.
Yeah,
On the environment variables, that was where we saw
it's
that storage
supposed to.
account.
Exactly. So, but I don't know where the connection string is coming from.
Okay, let's
I would
just
have
once we view the connection
deleted.
string.
I would have just okay. So I think this is what we'll do. Okay, see it here. It's true. The account name is in the sorry guys. The account name is usually here. So I've seen it. Projects Rab. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I now know what storage account I'm using. All right, so let's look for projects. Can you imagine? Where is the storage account? Okay, let's go storage account. Sorry guys, I'm a beginner in this. So I'm a beginner. You see, there are two.
Don't
Which one
don't
is
mind don't mind him.
Look at it up there.
no, there are two. There are two. There are two. So I'm a beginner, like I said. This project is not something I've done where do we say environment. So I don't usually use the platform so much. So I might not be an expert here. Like I said, I started this year. Okay, so RAB OC 0C 0C. So there are two. So I needed to check which one it is. Yeah, 0C. Very okay. All right, so we want to put something into this storage account, but we have to create a blob container. It is containers we use to keep and house things inside a storage account. Let's call this no settings, because I want to keep a settings. That's all. Just create it settings. I want to keep the function setting inside. All right, let's open it. All right, we want to upload content to it. I'm going to take our local.js. I'm going to take this guy. What do you mean forbidden? Oh, wait. That's the problem. This account, I don't know when I created it. I'm sure it's one of all this. Okay, so it's telling me I don't have permission. I can't remember when I created this account. What we'll do now is we'll create another Azure Function app. Let me close this, by the way, it's running. If you don't stop it, well, nothing is happening, sure. It's pay as you go, like I said. If there's no execution happening, nothing will be running. I think I already created one earlier, but let's just leave that. Let's create another one, please. Or hold on. Since we already have one, let's not go through all this. We already have one here. I think I created it with it. Let's create a new one, please. Let's not have. All right. So if you guys have any questions, if anyone has any questions, this is the time to voice it out. Let's do it.
I have a question.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Miss.
When you were doing the other part of the, like when you were writing the commands, you made mention
Yeah.
that you made mention that we don't really need to code. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
But we need to learn the commands. Now I want to ask that the commands, are they ready made or how do we get to them, sir?
It's online. It's online. Everything you need is online. If you Google how do I start a storage. How do I
All right,
start
sir.
a function is there already.
All right, sir.
Hold on.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You're welcome. I think we created tech node. Let's use tech node. Kai, these guys want to give me headache. Yeah, so to this guy's question, everything actually Microsoft Learn has most of these things there. Another place is ChatGPT will help you. ChatGPT is your friend who, when you are in development today, thank God for OpenAI and all these guys that created these LLMs. They have all the information on coding. Whatever you need is there. This I did not get it from my head. I got it from online resources. So yeah, as you keep going, creating, you'll start to get familiar with them, and it will be second nature to you. All right, let's let this create. Anyone have any other question? By the way, when I meant you don't need to know how to code, I meant that in terms of creating triggers. Once you want to start doing projects, you might need to know C#. You would need to know, not might, you would need to know either C#, and JavaScript is also, usable, Python too, and there are other languages. But I think the major three, JavaScript, Python, C#, I've seen Go and Rust, but those ones, I think you have to create a container for you to use them. All right, so we've created this. Let's see. I don't even know why I named it again. So because we've created a new one, we'll have to. Now let's go to storage. So the storage account we're dealing with now is the one we created today. So we created an app. I say an app. Yeah, we call it an app actually. Anything you create with C# is actually an app. It's just a console app. I think it's Techno. Yeah, so we created an app that deletes resources on your Azure portal. Because look at this now, look at all this mess. So anytime it will check with the tags. So that's why anytime you create something, tag it. So it will check with the tags. We use test, the value test. So it will go to your Azure portal as the function is running, is deleting anything called test. It means that you don't need it. It's a test environment you are just working with. So yeah, that was, I just remember that all these things just piling up everywhere, disturbing me. All right, let's get the connection string again. So you can see now the account name is here actually. Good. Let's go to local settings.js. This would not work for us. Let's get a new one. Yes. Okay. So let's go back to create. Okay, no, I'm already here. Containers. We want to now put content into it. So we created, okay, this is a new, so we want to add a new container. Let's call it settings. Let's create it. All right, now we've opened our settings. We want to now upload content into it. You can see no items. So let's upload content. Let's put the local settings of JSON file. It's called a JSON file. All right, it's been uploaded successfully. Hot. I don't want to go into all that. All right, so we've created our storage accounts. I'll just do a recap for anyone that got lost. What happened is that we left here when we finished creating all of this. That's our timer trigger and our HTTP trigger. Now we came back here because we want to create a we want to create we want to create a blob storage reader. So with a blob storage reader, we will need something in the storage accounts to read. I mean, that makes sense. We need something to read from the accounts. So let's see. All right, we've put something in the accounts, which is the settings folder. We want to read what is in this settings folder. Now we'll go back to create another function. Sorry, trigger. Sorry, I'm mixing up these things. Function, trigger, function. All right, so function, func, new. Templates. This time I'm doing HTTP because we want to be calling it. We want to call that. We want to retrieve what is in the storage account. Let's call it get settings. All right, there's so many things that you might not understand here, but please just know that this is the first time. I don't expect you to understand everything today. I just want you to see how we can use this Azure Functions, how the functionality of it, how important it is in the Azure community and other things. All right, so we've created a new one and then we are going to edit it. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, get settings. So we're going to edit it with content inside. I want to put this thing because I don't want to start coding everything here. It will take so much time. I'm going to put it in my notes. All right, so let's. I think I already have something there. Hey, this guy didn't update in time. I'm not even sure which. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, so come. I want to get the code because I already have it written down. I want to know. Yeah, this is it. Good, good, good. Because of time, I think it's already 12:41. All right, so you clear out everything that is here and then put in the new code. Let me see if I missed anything. Okay, namespace. All right. I need to make some changes I think I did not do earlier. Name me. Okay, let's work. Let's go forward. Let's see what it does first. If we see any bugs, then we fix it. Now we want to get, as we're calling, we want to get the information that is on in the okay, I can't remember that URL, but let's see. Let's build first. It's from there I'll get it. Actually, we need to build first. We need to start it and build at the same time. So don't be confused by all this. It's when you start coding with C#, Python, JavaScript, which we can't do in one day, you start to understand the context of this. So I can see there's an error and I know why there's an error. I missed this step earlier. I'm supposed to, because I remember having a very great time with this. I'm supposed to change something though, because yes, the host account, I don't want to start doing trial and error. So let's just paste everything. And then I'm supposed to also add, because I'm using blob storage, I'm supposed to add the package that involves blob storage. Where's that package? I'm trying to get the command. Like I told you, you can't know everything off head, but there are some that. So I want to add this guy because it's new. It wasn't here before. I want to add the package. So I think I need to explain that all these things you see here, using this, is actually connecting into Microsoft Azure Functions Worker HTTP. This is the library that is responsible for connecting you to the remote, that's the portal on Azure. And you can see, where is it? You can see them here. Yes, so you see them here. When you install them, they come here. Well, I think it's already installed, but I want to install the blob storage. Sorry, there's no other way I can teach this without having to go through this route, because it's a one-day thing and I want to make sure that we see it work. There's no point speaking grammar if it doesn't work. All right, functions. So you can see I'm copying this from somewhere because I do not know the exact, but I know that it is this we need. Extensions dot storage. So what this will do is it will help us connect to the storage accounts. Version, is it 6.0? Okay, 6.2.0. So this will help us to connect to our blob storage online. All right, it's downloading the package, it's adding the package. Yeah, package added. Let's try and build again. Okay. All right. We should get, okay, let's see, what's this saying? Configure this is expected to be. All right, let me check that again. Yeah, program. What did I miss here? Functions, worker, default. Okay, sorry, let me read the error code again. Okay, something is missing. I think something is missing. I'm trying to recall what I missed. What did I miss? Hold on, guys, please. I need to dot my I's and cross my T's. Okay, let's add this just to be sure, because I know how this thing is just one minor. It's already here, but let's just add it. What time is it? Okay, so I'll try and wrap this up now. Okay, let's try and build it again. Let's clear this. I might not be able to. She's still saying, okay, so it's a good thing I've done this project before. I'm not sure where I saved it, but let me see. Where did I save that guy? So that I can just pick from it. It's called get set. Hope I've not deleted it though. Okay, it's should be on my GitHub. Alright guys, sorry about this. This thing happens sometimes, not all the time. But because of time, I don't want to start debugging and debugging. I just want to go straight to. Have I not signed in here before? Uh, which one? Which one? Yes. So I want to see. No, not this guy. I want to see. Not see. Sorry. Hey, trying to beat the time. No. Um. Okay. So the folder I'm looking for is okay. Folder materials. It's the same thing as the same post builder. Is the same thing. Okay. You know what? Okay. I think I know. Oh, sorry. Let me copy this. Yeah. So let's see. Um, um, wow. I'm so sorry. These are one of the issues you have. The project to be running. Hey, wait, Forms app does not exist in the current. What is that? Forms app. The name functions application does not exist in the correct context. This. Where in the world is? Okay, so I think what I wanted to show us, I already have an article that shows the working of this. But if I keep pressing and pressing, our time will be going and people's data, I don't want to do that. But let me see. It says line 7. That's surprising. Wait. Okay. As this guy is talking about. Line 4. Line 4. All right, guys. So let's not take this to um the because I actually tested this with exactly the same code, and I'm surprised that it's giving me this same thing. It's giving me this. Okay, builder is not here. I'm really sorry. So this is what happens during programming. Anyways, we'll have to. Yeah, I know. It's going to give that yes.net dot, and I have put it. If I could find the old project, we're just running from the old project. Let me just see. Give me a second. CS dot prog. What's the project 1? That means it's on my system now. Project 1. Yes. Good. So let's just run this one. What am I looking for? Let's run this one. Where's project 1? What is this project 1? Where did I get you from? Is it documents? Okay, I think it's here. Is this? I think it's here. Yeah. All right. Sorry about this whole. It's just so annoying sometimes. Trust. Hapa now. How long does it take? Ah,
Yeah, should have been well done. So, guys, basically, this is a very is a very nice section because Chidubem is trying to cover a lot of things and to let us know how functions work. So when we won't want to go into full functions, maybe you want to take us on function projects, maybe we can just dedicate like 3 or 4 classes. So it can
Yes.
be very easy for him to really pass the knowledge to us. But all these things is just for to open our eyes on Azure. Like, okay, because this is basically fundamentals. Like, we should get to know what Azure is. If tomorrow now somebody calls you, do you know what Azure function is? You should be able to say something about it. That you can, it's a serverless process and you can create functions from triggers. At least if you don't remember anything today, you can remember triggers. So basically, that's just it. So thank you, Chidubem,
Oh,
for this
thank you.
wonderful section. This is actually a very good one because
I'm sorry the way it went. I didn't
yeah,
expect I didn't expect it to take so long.
indeed,
Actually, I
yeah,
it's because restarting it actually gave me, had to go back, explain many things. But then yes, I'm sorry if it was too technical. I tried to just show us how it works on the portal. And I can't show us how it works on the portal without actually building it locally.
yeah,
Um you understand? So that's basically it. I think I'll just do a short recap. Um, or do I give? Okay, so basically this side of Azure, when it comes to programming on Azure, is actually a very good one. If you are going to go into cloud engineering, you will actually benefit financially. I can say that for sure because they're actually looking for guys that are able to, develop on the cloud. We don't have much need for it here in Nigeria. In terms of when I mean develop, I mean like guys that are how do I put it now? Guys are building applications via Azure. Well, we have guys like that, but companies are few. But there are remote opportunities for this if we intend to push further in this. There are opportunities here. And another thing I would say is that the more you do, the more you know. So that's just basically it. It's a good one. I even had a quiz and all of that, but we can't do that again because of time. Thank you, Emmanuel. I'm really grateful. Um, Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, you can. Um,
yeah. Thank you, Chidubem. So basically, Chidubem is in our group chat. So if you have any question, you can always feel free to drop your question. Chidubem is going to answer you anytime, any day. So he's our co-trainer. So sometimes he will be taking some classes, I will take some. So we'll just share. Then after the whole fundamentals, there's going to be a project. So we are going to, the project could be, okay, you guys, some will give topics, you guys will talk about it, and so thank you very much, Libe, for making out time for this program because actually I just gave you a short notice and you still came up and still was able to do some things for us. So we really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So dropping the content today.
Send us link today.
Yeah, attendance. So don't worry. If you attended the meeting, then